Hi everyone, and welcome to HARK, the Sound of Stories, brought to you by Tracks with the support of Creative Darlington and Arts Council England. I'm talking to you from our beautiful Crown Street Library, where we are thrilled to present HARK, the Hughes Hughes sessions. As much as we miss having a live show and being able to have everyone in a venue, going online has meant that we've been able to go further afield to find artists to bring you. And so for this event, we are thrilled to bring you, all the way from New Orleans, Leyla McCalla. She's a hugely accomplished musician, a one-time member of the Carolina Chocolate Drops, and she is bringing us a fantastic set that includes songs from her gorgeous album, Vari-Coloured Songs, which is inspired by the writing of Harlem Renaissance poet, author, playwright and activist Langston Hughes. Leyla's set is supported by a reading from emerging poet and current law student, Zafira Nelson-Ashley. And then in the UK, but down south, we bring you Bird Radio, aka Mikey Kirkpatrick, who's bringing you an intense solo set featuring songs from his collaborative album with Pig 7. The album is based on Ted Hughes' epic collection, Crow, from the life and songs of Crow, with the blessings of publishers Faber and Faber. And that is supported by a reading brought to you from our own local author, performer, and ex-BBC Tees DJ, Bob Fisher. But first, to whet your appetite with songs inspired by the works of poets such as Sylvia Plath, Simon Armitage and Frank O'Hara, and influenced by the music of Laura Marling, Joni Mitchell and Carole King, we are thrilled to bring you an ethereal and gorgeous set from local artist HJM Bradshaw. For more information on all of tonight's artists, please check our website or have a look on Facebook. But in the meantime, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Floating clear across the surface, barely there enough to break it. Beneath it I can hear there's mermaids singing. So I press an ear up against the film to hear the silver tearful dreams that beg to be embraced. Frail limb jittering, pale see-through snow-white skin, I can hear them soaring underneath my feet. But pond skaters can't be swimmers, and I don't have the right equipment to weave through the waves like a party streamer. Listening with eager ears, brimming with unbidden tears, little voices soaring make me want to try. Ah, maybe just one toe, but the water is so cold. A clear opal blue, but I'm so full of you, I'd surely sink. So throw a towel around my shoulders, maybe when I'm feeling bolder or older, I'll swim out to you through mermaid waters. This one is a poem by Sylvia Plath called You're, which I have set to music. It's quite a sweet one about her kids. Clown-like, happiest on your hands, Feet to the stars and moon skull, gilt like a fish. A common sense thumbs down on the dodo's mode. Wrapped up in yourself like a spoon, trawling your dark as owls do, mute as a turnip from the 4th of July to All Fool's Day. Oh, high riser, my little loaf. Vague as fog and looked for like mail, farther off than Australia, bent-backed Atlas, our travelled prone. Snug as a bud and at home like a sprat in a pickle jug. A creel of eels or ripples, jumpy as a Mexican bee, right like a well-done sum, a clean slate with your own face on. This one's called Stone Cold, and it's a little poem that I wrote sitting by the River Swale in Richmond on a rock. I marvel at stone cold, at dead in the water, unfeeling the reelings of riverbeds rumbling, yet life everywhere among the ruinous fragments of moving and going and streaming. There are bodies rising up and green and growing. A weathered fisherman's face with bright undulating light on every pool. Forms in rich fawns and greys gaze over it and drop their clothes flat to be baptized in the flow of it, exalted and salted, and those cold stone bones are awake and very much alive. So yes, I'm staggered by stone cold, nothing more than a lie once told, so clear to me they are missold.
Out under the sun stands a body. It is growth of the solid world. It is part of the world's earthen soil. The earth's plants, such as the genitals and the flowerless navel, live in its crevices. Also, some of the earth's creatures, such as the mouth, are rooted in earth or eat earth, earthy, thickening the wall. Only there is a doorway in the wall, a black doorway. The eye's pupil. Through that doorway came Crow, flying from sun to sun. He found his home.
In the beginning was blood. I feel we both granite, violet, guitar, sweat, Adam, Mary, God, nothing, never, 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 never. Screaming for blood, grubs, crusts, anything, 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 anything. Trembling, featherless elbows in the nest. 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 In the beginning. There was this man, and he was the strongest of the strong. He gritted his teeth like a cliff, though his body was swailing away like a torrent on a cliff, smoking towards dark gorges. There he nailed himself with nails of nothing. All the women of the world could not move him. They came, their mouths deformed against stone. They came and their tears salted his nail holes, only adding their embitterment to his effort. He abandoned his grin to them, his grimace. With his face upward body, he lay face downwards, as a dead man adamant. His sandals would not move him. He burst their thongs and rotted from his fixture. All the men in the world could not move him. They wore at him with their shadows and little sounds. Their arguments were a relief. Like heather flowers, his belt would not endure the siege. It burst and lay broken. He grinned. Little children came in chorus to move him, but he glanced at them. Out of his eye corners, over the edge of his grin, they lost their courage for life. Oak forests came and went with the hawk wing. Mountains rose and fell. He lay crucified with all his strength on the earth, grinning towards the sun through the tiny holes of his eyes, and towards the moon, and towards the whole paraphernalia of the heavens. Through the seams of his face and the strings of his lips, grinning through his atoms and decay, into the black, into the ringing nothing, through the bones of his teeth. Sometimes with eyes closed, in his senseless trial of strength, 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 in his senseless trial of strength. was a boy, was Oedipus stuck in his mammy's belly. His daddy walked the exit up, he was a horrible fella. You stay in there, his daddy cried, because a dicky bird has told the world when you get born, you'll treat me like a turd. His mammy swelled and wept and swelled, with a bang he busted out. His daddy dropped his hacker when he heard that baby shout. Oh, do not chop his winkle off, his mammy cried with horror. Think of the joy will come of it, tomorrow and tomorrow. Mama, 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 mama. But Daddy had the word from God, he took that howling brat. He tied its legs in crooked knots and threw it to the cat. And Oedipus, he had the luck for when he hit the ground. He bounced up like a jack-in-a-box and knocked his daddy down. He hit his daddy, such a whack, stone dead his daddy fell. His cry went straight to God above, his ghost it went to hell. And the dicky bird came to Oedipus, you murderous little sod. The Sphinx will bite your bollocks off, this order comes from God. Mama, 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 mama. The Sphinx, she waved her legs at him and opened wide her maw. Oedipus stood stiff and wept at the dreadful thing he saw. He stood there on his crooked leg, the Sphinx began to bawl. 4 legs, 3 legs, 2 legs, 1 leg, who goes on them all? And Oedipus took an axe and split the Sphinx from top to bottom. The answers aren't in me, he cried, maybe your guts have got him. And out there came 10,000 ghosts who are in their rotten bodies crying, you will never know what a cruel bastard God is. Mama, 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 mama. Next came out his daddy dead and shrieked about the place. He stabs his mammy in the guts and smiles into her face. Then his mammy came herself, the blood poured from her bucket. What you can't understand, she cried, you sleep in it or you sing to it. Oedipus raised his axe again, the world is dark, he cried. The world is dark, 1 inch ahead, what's on the other side? He split his mammy like a melon, she was drenched with gore. He found himself curled up inside as if he'd never been born. He tried ignoring the sea, but it was bigger than death, just as it was bigger than life. He tried talking to the sea, but his brain shuttered and his eyes winced from it as from open flame. He tried sympathy for the sea, but it shouldered him on as a dead thing shoulders you on. He tried hating the sea, but instantly felt like a scrutty dry rabbit dropping on the windy cliff. He tried just being in the same world as the sea, but his lungs were not deep enough, and his cheery blood banged off it like a water drop off a hot stove. Finally, he turned his back and marched away from the sea. As a crucified man cannot move.
Down to the river. I sat down on the bank. I tried to think but couldn't, so I jumped in and sank. I came up once and hollered. I came up twice and cried. If the water hadn't been so cold, I might have sunk and died, but it was cold and that water it was cold. I took the elevator, 16 floors above the ground, and I thought about my baby. I thought I would jump down. I stood there and I hollered. I stood there and I cried. If it hadn't been so high, I might have jumped and died. But it was high up there, it was high. So since I'm still here living, I guess I will live on. I could have died for love, but in living I was born. Though you may hear me holler and you may see me cry, I'll be dogged, sweet baby, if you're gonna see me die. Life is fine. Fine as wine, life is fine.
Hey everybody, my name is Leyla McCalla and I'm going to be playing you some songs for this set from my recently re-released album Vari-Coloured Songs. The album was re-released in October of 2020 as a tribute to Langston Hughes. It's always been a tribute to Langston Hughes, and was originally came out in the fall of 2013 in Europe, and a lot has changed in my life since then, but I strongly feel connected to these songs and continue to feel the relevance of their message and of what I was trying to say and trying to process about the world that we live in. So I'm going to start with this song that is called Vari-Coloured. It comes from a poem called Vari-Coloured Song, and this is a song called Heart of Gold. I know. I'd up and sail my heart of gold and head north with the dough. But I don't have a heart of gold, my heart's not even lead. It's made of plain old Georgia clay, and that's why my heart is red. I wonder why red clay is so red and Georgia sky is so blue. I wonder why it's yes to me, but yes sir, sir to you. I wonder why the sky is so blue and why the clay's so red. Why down south is always down and never up instead. Well, I'm praying because I'm scared that my time is coming soon. And I pray because I fear that I've got too much to lose. When your Savior came a-knocking, were you ready to be free? And would you ask her up in heaven to save a place for me? I'm not asking for salvation, but I am afraid to fly. We all want to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. And I'm choosing to be faithful, to have something to hold on to. When I can't see the valley, I'll begin my search for you. It's interesting to reconnect with even the order of the songs that I had decided on for this re-release, because I've been playing the song for the songs for almost 10 years now, and I can kind of see the story that I was telling. And I guess that last song is a song that I wrote called When I Can See the Valley. And I actually originally wrote it about, I used to be deathly afraid of flying. And I think it was just, this fear of death and feeling out of control. And I think something about coming to New Orleans and feeling like this was my home really healed that for me and kind of anchored me here. And I've been traveling a lot the past 10 years. And, it was really not until I came to New Orleans that I started to think of Creole as something other than a language, as more of a cultural identity. And I mention that because my family is Haitian American. I've been exploring, songs from Haiti, and trying to understand Haitian history and its relationship to Louisiana and the United States. And this is one of the first songs that I ever found. This is a song called Merci Bon Dieu. It was written in the 1950s by a Haitian guitarist named Franz Cassius. And I think I actually did like an internet search that was looking for Haitian folk songs. And I found this song on a Smithsonian Folkways album called Haitian Folk Songs by Franz Cassius and Lolita Cuevas. And I just fell in love with it. And I literally, I don't think I've played a set of music without this song since I started playing sets of music. So this song, Merci Bon Dieu, means thank you, Lord, and it's a song about being grateful for a good harvest. And the words say, the rain is falling and the corn is growing and all the children are eating, so let's dance. Our Father up in heaven says our misery is over. She lived in sinful happiness and she died in pain. She danced in sunshine and laughed in rain. She went one summer morning where the flowers spread the plain. She told everybody she'd be coming back again. Folks built her a coffin and they hid her deep in the earth. Seems like she said, my body brings new birth. She went one summer morning where the flowers spread the plain. She told everybody she'd be coming back again. For sure there grew flowers and tall young trees, sturdy weeds and grasses to sway in the breeze. And sure she lived in growing things with no pain, the dance in sunshine and laugh in rain. She went one summer morning where the flowers spread the plain. She told everybody she'd be coming back again. She went one summer morning where the flowers spread the plain. She told everybody she'd be coming back again. Coming back again. Coming back again. Coming back, coming back, coming back again. In the flowers and the trees, the grasses and the weeds. Coming back, coming back, coming back again. That's a song that comes from a Langston Hughes poem called Girl. And I was always very intrigued by that story and that poem, and had a lot of fun setting it to music. You know, for me, putting these poems in conversation with traditional Haitian folk songs is kind of like, I think, two intersections of my my interests, you know, creatively and musically, but also to put them in a historical context. You know, Langston Hughes traveled to Haiti in the early 1930s. Actually, his second autobiography is called I Wonder as I Wander, and it begins in Haiti. And I started to think, like, when he was there, he might have heard songs that sounded like this, and then what would they sound like on the cello? What would they sound like on the banjo? And what did they sound like in a woman's voice? What do they sound like in the 21st century? So it's been an interesting journey to continue to kind of think about that, and how we can carry so many identities, and what that means for me creatively. I think these songs, like I said earlier, just continue to kind of speak to me in that way. So this next song I found on a box set released by the Library of Congress, actually in 2010, after the earthquake in Haiti. And it's just an incredible collection of songs. These were from recordings made by Alan Lomax in the 1930s. And I found this on the Troubadour CD, which is a style of music from Haiti that's a lot of secular songs that talk about social and political stories and narratives, and a lot of the time with metaphor to kind of disguise the meaning. So it's been really interesting to explore that. And this one's called Carmen Saufe, which means Carmen, what are you going to do? And it's about a woman who basically thought she was going to marry this guy who was going to take her out of poverty, and turns out he ends up leaving her. And so the song is kind of commenting on that. I'm gonna play my blue guitar now. I'm looking forward to when I can play live again. Making these videos is good for other people. And good for me too, but something about being in person that this just can't replace. I guess we all know that. Down south in Dixie, break the heart of me. They hung my black young lover to a crossroads tree. Way down south in Dixie, bruised body high in the air. I asked the white Lord Jesus, what was the use of prayer? Way down south in Dixie, break the heart of me. Love is a naked shadow on an old and naked tree. Down south in Dixie, break the heart of me. They hung my black young lover to a crossroads tree. Way down south in Dixie, bruised body high in the air. I asked the white Lord Jesus, what was the use of prayer? Down south in Dixie, break the heart of me. Love is a naked shadow on a gnarled and naked tree. Love is a naked shadow on a gnarled and naked tree. Love is a naked shadow on a gnarled and naked tree. My life ain't nothing but a lot of God knows what. My life ain't nothing but a lot of God knows what. Just one thing after another added to the troubles I've got. When I had you, I thought I had me an angel child. When I had you, I thought I had an angel child. You turned out to be the devil. You might have not drove me wild. makes love such an ache and a pain? Well, it takes you and it breaks you, but you got to love again. Tell me what makes love such an ache and a pain? Tell me what makes love such an ache and a pain? Well, it takes you and it breaks you, but you got to love again. Well, it takes you and it breaks you, but you got to love again. This song is called Rosemary, and I used to play it on stage with the Carolina Chocolate Drops. I think this is one of the first songs that I was kind of leading in that band. And the words are, he doesn't have a mother, he doesn't have a father, he doesn't have any family, and he doesn't have any friends. Rosemary, you brought him to the door, find a way to live with him. Musicians are an open book. So I guess you can take from that what you need, and I'm gonna sing you the song. So to do a solo version is really quite an experience for me. I'm gonna play another Haitian song. This is the first song that I ever learned how to sing in Creole. I heard this song and I was like, I don't know what it's saying, but I have to find out. and I have to sing this song. I had a very distinct pull to learn this song, and it's called La Tibonite. It's a classic. The song is about a bad harvest, and it says, when I go to La Tibonite, which is a really beautiful region of Haiti, where there's a big agricultural industry there, and it says, the sun is ill and is lying still. I went to go see the sun. I found the sun was sleeping. When I came back, I found the sun had died. And it hurts my heart to have to bury the sun. Devastatingly beautiful. And I love this song. In Haiti, everybody knows this song. It's so funny because you think you've discovered something that nobody knows, and it turns out everybody knows it. But I'm not selfish. It's been lovely taking this journey with you all, and I I want to play you one more song, the song that ends the album. This is a song that I wrote called Changing Tide. And I always thought of this song as sort of a love letter to New Orleans. And I wrote it trying to imagine what I would do if there was a flood, another flood in the city. And it's kind of a song about that, and kind of a song about falling in love and feeling like you finally found a home. And thinking a lot about the survivors of Hurricane Katrina and the people that didn't survive. So thanks so much for listening. Changing tide, river rise, the water's high. Leave it all behind, let it float by. The flood can't wash away these roots that grow for you. Fear won't blind me from the truth I can't see through. Rushing wave, levee break, submerge again. Too deep to forsake what we began. My heart, it sings, reflecting on your muddy banks. Overwhelmed, accepting how much work it takes. The river will flow, release these waters to the sea. Time will tell and wash your river over me. Changing tide, river rise, the water's high. Leave it all behind, let it float by. My heart, it sings, reflecting on your muddy banks. Overwhelmed, accepting how much work it takes. The river will flow, release these waters to the sea. Time will tell and wash your river over me. See you all hopefully sometime soon in the future. Thanks for listening.
We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did this evening. It is a very tough time for musicians at the moment, so if you enjoyed the music, please check out their work on Spotify, buy the albums on Bandcamp, anything you can do to support them. All the links are available on the Tracks Darlington website, which is tracksdarlington.co.uk. Our thanks to the musicians and to the readers for their work tonight. And thank you also to Creative Darlington and Arts Council England for their support of this event, and to Crown Street Library for letting us film here. We are Tracks Darlington. This has been HARK, the Sound of Stories, the Hughes Hughes sessions, and we look forward to seeing you again in April. Take care. Thanks.